Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is a dive, a look into your Akashic records. So we're going to see what's there, what you're destined to experience. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Pile 1, you have the Urban Tarot with the Shiva Lingam stone. Pile 2, you have the Shaman's Dream Oracle with the Black Obsidian. Oops. And pile number 3, you have the Wisdom of the Tao Oracle and the Selenite. All right. So as always on this channel, we allow Spirit to completely guide us from beginning to end. No two piles are alike or similar. Spirit guides me individually for each pile so that each pile is completely customized and unique to the message that you need to hear. I do not pre-plan or pre-pick anything at all. So with that being said, let's dive right in. I'll give you some time to meditate on your cards and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is your dive into your Akashic records reading. I'm going to take a look here. So, we're first going to grab a couple cards, or however many cards Spirit chooses, out of the deck that you were attracted to. I have the rest of the decks that Spirit picked out for your reading today beside me. Then we're going to shuffle those and further the message. All right, more. That's it. Okay. So the first few cards out, you have the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker. The Three of Cups, abundance. And the Five of Swords, defeat. Okay, I'm going to sit with these while I shuffle and see if maybe anything comes out. Okay, already. This is the first time I'm seeing a star with the swords. And then we have the filmmaker and we have like this celebration, abundance. I think you're meant to be known for something that you create or that you do. You're meant to be celebrated by a lot of people in your life for doing something, for a vision you have, for a creation that you create, or from something that you're featured in, that you're starred in, that you make. Okay, it's like you have a very specific vision and you're meant to win. You're meant to be celebrated. You're meant to be recognized for the work that you do. I think you're like a gambler. You're okay. Maybe you're not like a gambler, but it's like you're okay with gambling, like taking risks. And I think you might be a life path number 5. We do have the 5 there. You don't have to be, but I think you definitely let your heart lead you. And if you're like, this does not sound like me, maybe this is what you develop into. And I mean, it could very well be this is not your pile, but yeah, you're definitely meant to be someone who follows like their passions in life, who follows their heart, who kind of takes risks. And the risks pays off, okay? You're meant to like win over other people. So this could be like literally in a in like a film, it could be, you know, literal. You could be a filmmaker or, you know, of sorts, and we'll use that example. Say you put your film into a festival, and maybe, you know, it is a gamble. It's a risk, right? Because maybe you have to pay to put your film in the festival, but you beat out the other people, or you get a lot of very positive attention, and maybe awards or accolades out of it. And it's like you win over the other films, the other people who put in their work. You are a visionary. You're a visionary. You're a creator. You're definitely a divine creator. Okay. So I do list all of the decks that I use down below. I've started doing that now. If you'd like to know any of the names of the decks I use. This one is mine that I created. It is for sale down below, or you could buy it on my website. Yeah, the price includes shipping. Wow. Okay. You guys got a lot of cards. Your Akashic Records has a lot to tell you here. Okay. And one last deck. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, we have victim. Guide the illuminated path. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, passion. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Beautiful. Soul radiance, phoenix rising. I'm actually going to put these all together. Yeah, definitely at some point in your life, you may have been defeated. Like maybe, okay, we'll use the example just because it's here, but it could be any artwork. It could be any project, any idea, anything. You could be going to nursing school, and this can apply. Anything that you tried to do, you could have felt defeated for a lot of your life, victimized by life, or by, you know, having other people maybe do better than you or win out over you. But that doesn't stop you. And because it doesn't stop you, it's like you tap in to your creative power and your passion, and you just let that drive you. You let it take over. You reclaim your power over difficulty. You don't stay a victim, or you don't stay down. Okay? You are, at some point in your life, you turn from feeling defeated or feeling victimized, you know, by certain people or situations in your life, into the phoenix rising, into rising above it and winning, okay, and winning and being recognized, being celebrated, okay. It's like you create your own path in life. You have or will create your own path in life. You truly are a star, and you claim that power. You claim your vision. You claim, yeah, your path, your passions, whatever it was that drives you or is that drives you. You don't stay down. You don't stay defeated. You're like, okay, this is, I might be down, but I'm not out, right? I might be down at this moment, but I'm not going to stay here. I'm not going to allow myself to feel victimized, to feel defeated and for long. I'm going to rise above this, and you do. Okay, you are meant to have that recognition, to have that support, to have that love for what you do, and abundance for your vision, for your passion. And it's all because you didn't give up on yourself, on your path. You reclaimed your power, you stood in that power, and you let it guide you. Okay, Syrians, responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. Oh my gosh, this looks so fun. We have like a mermaid flipping upside down. We have a dolphin. It says Syrians B. I don't know very much about that. Yeah, it's like your life path and like learning all of this was meant for you to learn like how to take your power back, how to stand, how to grow up out of, you know, that naivety or being a kid and standing in your own power and saying, you know, this is not forever. I can do it. I can pull myself out. This is great lessons for me to learn. Solitude, independence, peace. Yeah. It's like even in the beginning of your life, you started out pretty difficult for you. Maybe you didn't have a lot of resources or a lot of support. But I really feel like in the, you know, adult stages of your life, and that could be anywhere from like 25 to 45, I think it starts becoming, it's like you finally get your groove in your passion and you're like, okay, here I am, here we go. It's that not giving up and staying true to your path and staying true to yourself and your power and knowing your power. And that's when you really grow up, you learn the responsibilities, you learn the lessons, and then you have the independence and the peace, right? The stability within your career, the stability within your passions, the stability within your family unit. So I'm just going to take a drink. And you win. You really win over anything that once defeated you, that once you thought maybe you would be defeated by. Speaking of defeat, the 10 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there may have been a lot of people in your life that try to cut you down, cut you off, belittle you, maybe even backstab you, steal your ideas, tell you you're not good enough. You know, there's a million ways in which this can come about, that people can try to cut you down a notch. And you didn't stay down. You're like, man, that was rough. You know, it was painful. You were victimized in a lot of ways. But your strength, you really have come so far, and you will. It depends, you know, everyone's going to be different at what stage. So I'm just going to talk how I talk, and you can, you know, put it how it fits wherever you're at. But you really do find your group. You find your people. You find your support in your life. You find the people who celebrate you and who don't cut you down. Okay? Because you realize your power. You see yourself as a star. You end up shining your light so brightly that it attracts these people. You celebrate yourself. You don't stay down. You don't let any difficulty in your life keep you down, keep you a victim. You're like, no way. There it is again, 5 of Swords. Wow. There's a lot of people in your life who are like, I think they see something great in you, and it's their job, okay? It's their role to play in your life to say, we're going to try to cut this person down as much as we can. We're going to try to undermine, underplay, underappreciate, underlove. You're not talented. You're not good enough. You can't do it. You know, however they try to do this, okay? Yeah, try to make you small, all right? Make you seem small. Convince you that you're too small to create this or too small to have this life, okay? But that does not work. And it just fuels you. It fuels you going forward. And it actually helps. It fuels and helps your vision, your creation. Okay, the thing that you wanted to come. You reclaim your power. You are a phoenix rising out of the ashes, right? Rising out of the pain, rising out of the backstab and betrayal and the belittling and the bullying. And you're like, watch me. Look, this is you. You go, watch me. I'm going to fly. right? I'm not staying down. I'm not this, you know, I'm not what you think I am. I'm something much more. And you just like watch me and I'll show you. I'll show you how powerful I am, how much I have. The High Priestess. The Star, yeah, you're a star. Like we said, what did I say in the beginning? You are a star, okay? That stood out so much to me. I'd never even noticed that star before. 10 of Pentacles. Holy smokes. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. And then we got one more of these. 4 of Swords. Yeah, beautiful. All these things that happened were meant for you, okay? They happened because they showed you, they made you go inward so that maybe you would only trust yourself, maybe that you would isolate yourself, maybe that you would maybe be so hurt or don't know who to trust that you turn to yourself, or you turn to God, you turn to spirituality, okay? Or these things triggered some kind of spiritual awakening in your life. Okay, or some kind of searching, seeking. This can't be it. Like, this can't be all there is to life. It's just pain and suffering or betrayal and hurt, right? So it pointed you in the right direction. It was your greatest teacher. Okay, it's been your greatest teacher, whether you realize that or not. And one day you will. One day you will. Okay, but you'll see where it was pointing you. It was like you develop your intuition to such a degree. Okay, you become such a bright star, so healed within yourself and so powerful within your gifts, whatever those gifts are, okay, that you can't help but stand out. You can't help but be seen, and people are going to be attracted to that light, be attracted to that, that love that you carry and that power, okay, because you literally understand it within yourself, and you see it within yourself one day. And you just put it out there. You're like, I have this vision. I have this, you know, creativity. I have this gift, and it's going to be seen. It's going to be shown. I'm going to be seen. And you are, okay? You create a huge success, legacy type success, okay? Massive amounts of wealth and abundance, okay, that you can pass down, that you can share. With your, you know, maybe create your own family, create a very stable environment for you and a family possibly, or whoever's around you, the people that you choose to be around you. And your life turns into a very, very stable, solitude in a good way, where it's just the people that you choose to be around. Peaceful. Okay, peaceful is the key word here. Stable and peaceful. And it's like, I've really accomplished everything I set out to do. I really, you know, went above and beyond even what I thought was possible for myself in this vision, in this thing. Okay, and now I can rest. Now I can live an independent and peaceful life. Okay, with my loved ones, with my own family, with the friends or the soul tribe that I eventually meet, and that, you know, that see me, that see my light, that appreciate and love me. Okay, so you are meant to have a very stable, secure, financially, but also within your mind, within your heart, within your love. Okay, you're meant to have a lot of success and recognition for a vision, for something you create. But you're also meant to live a very peaceful and calm and happy, independent life, financially free life, which is just, it's beautiful. All right, we have Advocate, light attribute, inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Destroyer, light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Exorcist, light attribute, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. A lot of destruction, Okay, shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. Wow. I think at some point in your life, you completely, like, something of your life just, it's like it ends abruptly in a big, it's like it becomes destroyed. And that's when you have your phoenix rising moment. You free yourself of this toxic, destructive environment. And then we have athlete. Light attributes, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Beautiful. Shadow attributes, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. Yeah, I think there's something within you, whatever you experienced in your past is going to help you, or has helped you in your passion, in your creativity, in whatever it is that you focus on. So this person's planting a tree, right? This person is helping the environment, is helping, you know, life around her in some way. And that could be you, no matter what you're doing. Even if it is filmmaking, you be a documentary filmmaker where you give people a voice who need it. You could be a nurse, you know, you advocate for the weak, maybe the, you know, sick. Maybe you yourself have had physical or mental limitations, and you become an advocate for that through your passion, through your work. Okay, because you have some kind of personal experience with something that you destroyed an old version of yourself in life. It's like exploded. You completely, it's like I think you have, or you will have, two completely different lives. One is going to be filled with pain, and it's going to be a lot of you feeling victimized and shat on, basically, by a lot of people or by energies around you, by life, okay, maybe in your younger years. And then but you don't give up. You destroy that part of your life. You really leave it all behind. You change, you focus, you free yourself of the destructive impulses, or you free yourself of others' destructive impulses, and maybe they are yours as well. But you challenge yourself, you grow yourself, you develop yourself, and expand beyond the limitations of life, limitations of what other people put on you, limitations of, you know, what everyone thought you could or couldn't do. Okay, you blow by those, and you just cleanse yourself, your space, your life of all of this destruction, of all of this negativity, of all of these people or influences, energies, okay, that said you couldn't do it, that said you couldn't accomplish what was here for you, what's on your heart, what's your goal. And you are here, okay, to develop your personal willpower and strength of spirit. You are here to wake up to your true power and to exude that and to live in that. It was 2202, so 222 on the timer as I said that. You are here to blow past the limitations put on you by life, okay, and truly reach success, truly go beyond what anyone thought was possible, even yourself. And I think you knew deep down that you could achieve a very high level of success. You knew that you had a dream, okay, and that you are going to achieve that dream, whether you have already or not. Please let me know in the comments what, you know, if you are already accomplishing these things. It's just amazing. Okay, you're amazing. Your depth of heart and soul and determination for yourself, for your dream, is just wonderful, and it's beautiful, and it's commendable, honestly. And you deserve to be seen, you deserve to be celebrated, you deserve to be loved and appreciated. Okay, we have the Hermit, King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. And okay, that's all fair. A lot of earthly energy here. Hermit's Virgo, and then we have two other earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's your life. You're meant to really come into the best version of yourself. You're meant to, and that might come through forcing you into isolation. Maybe you were forced into being alone a lot. But really, I think you enjoy your own energy. I really do. I think you enjoy yourself. I think you know how to drive yourself. You know how to push yourself. And I think you're your own best friend, which is beautiful. And that's exactly why you get this success, is because you see yourself in such a beautiful light. You really know yourself from the inside out, and you really do what is best day in and day out for your highest good. And you don't give up on yourself. You don't give up on your dreams. You make yourself better each and every day. And it's because of your past that made you so determined, that made you so like stubbornly determined to create this for yourself. You're like, I'm going to show, and I'll finish my sentence. I'm going to show everyone, you know, they're doubting me, just pushed me further. And I'm not even saying that like, oh, I'm going to do this to show everybody. You did it for you. I can see that so clearly. You did it for you, right? But it was their doubt and their bullying, whatever it was, that helped, that pushed you, that gave you that little extra edge to be like, no, I'm going to do this. You know, I'm going to do this. And whether that was conscious or not, whether it just forced you into isolation and into self-development and just focusing on you, right? Either way, that's what it did. And really you grew yourself into such a strong character, into such a beautiful, self-reliant, hard worker, just day in, day out. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my dream, and I'm going to build this. It's like, there's no question here. I'm going to, you know, it's like I'm putting the work in every day, slowly but surely. I'm doing all of the laying the foundation. I'm not missing any. I'm dotting my T's, crossing, other way around. I'm not, which is hilarious. That's such a Willy Wonka move. Dotting my I's, crossing my T's. Okay. And you literally like busted yourself out of this old matrix that you were in, okay, by creating your own world, your own, you know, chocolate factory, your own Wonka, right? You became this beautiful character of your own life, of your own making, of your own world, of your own vision, right? And you became so wise. You became so beautiful and so strong and so determined, but so humble and peaceful and independent. Man, I love this so much. I love you guys. I think you're amazing. I want to be your friend, honestly. I do. You're so cool. Yeah, I have like tears coming to my eyes because it's just great. 9 of Cups. Yeah. The Magician. Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Cups again. Yeah, you're so, it's amazing. You're such a creator. You're such the power. You know your power. You will know your power at some point, and how much you know how to manifest. You become a master manifester of your dreams. It's like you know exactly, I don't know if you develop a super good, like a super amazing or good, whatever the word is, meditation, you know, practice, spiritual practice, where you can just place yourself inward and you can pull down your ideas onto the physical, and you can create anything you put your mind to. It's like you are a great channel of divine inspiration, okay, of divine creation. You receive divine channel of what to create and how to do it, okay? This is out of something higher and out of your own deep wisdom, okay? You have a gift at creating your own dreams, okay? And this is going to make your relationships going forward at some point. It's like, I feel like you go from really shit relationships in the beginning of your life to beautiful, beautiful, supportive, and soul tribe relationships later on. And it's like you really get connected with those around you, and you really feel that gratitude that these are my people. You know, these are my people. I can't, you know, finally I've met them. Finally I've attracted them into my life, because you are such an attractor, right? You've claimed your feminine power. At some point you really understand how to use both masculine and feminine in perfect harmony in order to create, in order to pull it in with using the feminine of rest and magnetism and visualization, and then in the masculine where we physically pull it down, where you put in the hard work and the action needed in order to make this a physical reality in my world. Stunning energy here, pile 1. You're really, really cool. 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords again. The Hierophant. 8 of Pentacles. Temperance. The Lovers. Space at the bottom. King of Swords. 8 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Page of Swords. And 9 of Cups again. These two are standing out to me. Like, I don't know if it was your family or it was friends growing up, okay? But I think at some point, your family did not treat you well, and they didn't appreciate you, or your friends didn't. There was like something about the people you were around did not treat you well, and they really, at any point, tried to squish you. They tried to put you down. They really tried to make you feel small, okay? But that was meant to end. That was not meant to last forever. And what it did was make you super, super powerful, very spiritual, I think very much connected to your higher self, very much connected to your principles, and your, like, your faith in whatever sense, you know, that comes about. But I think it made your character so strong, and it made you very compassionate as a person. Very compassionate, but it's also going to make you very wealthy and very abundant, because it pushed you. Not only, you know, it hurt you in such a way, but it pushed you into becoming your best self, the best version of yourself, okay, with the Big Boss, the 8 of Pentacles, okay? This says Big Boss right here. This is one of my favorite cards because I love chimpanzees and it's just so cute. Okay, Big Boss, right? That's you. You go, I'm going to make myself into the Big Boss, into the biggest boss I can, right? Into my best, absolute best self. Okay, I'm going to heal myself from the inside out, and I'm going to show you guys, I don't, you know, this does not make me. This does not keep me down. Your words do not affect me. I am more than this. Okay, I am bigger than this. I'm going to overcome. I'm going to choose myself. I'm going to come into divine balance of myself. I'm going to see myself in my truth, in my divinity. I'm mastering the mind. Okay, I am mastering the mind, and I'm going to let go. You walk away at some point. There's definitely a point in which you walk away because you master your past. You master what happened to you. You overcome. I don't know if you go to school and you get an amazing job or degree or something, and you pull yourself out of poverty, or you pull yourself out of a really difficult situation where people are like, oh, you'll never get out of this town. You don't have enough money, or you will never make it. You're not smart enough, right? And you go, watch me, and you get like you go to law school and you're like, you get a scholarship, or I don't know, it's something like that, where you just like blow past any limitation that anyone put on you. And I feel like they put a lot on you, and you're like, you just kill it, you just master it. You're like, whew, this is like ninja. This is like, I'm dedicating every day to making myself the best I possibly can, the smartest, the most agile, the most strong, whatever it was, you know, the most mentally clear and connected, okay, the hardest working. And at some point you leave something behind, okay? You're meant to move on from the past. You're meant to start anew and begin your Nine of Cups, your dream, your wish. You're meant to have a new beginning. So at some point you leave your past self, your past behind, a past place, okay? And you start anew, and you really, really begin your dream, and you take it off, and it works, and it's amazing, and you get to live in your dream, and you get to live the life that you create, because you are a master creator, you are a master manifester, and you realize that about yourself, okay? From your own strength, by your own bootstraps, you pulled that shit up, and you're like, I'm making this happen for myself. And you create such a peaceful, loving, independent, wealthy life for yourself, and no one can tell you who you are, what it is you do, or what you can or can't do, because you have done it. I love this so much, pile number one. Good for you. The mountain and the animal. Oh my gosh. The mountain, first of all, reminds me of the hermit, but I'm also getting like wolf vibes, like lone wolf out in the wilderness on their own, like got rejected from their tribe, you know, from their growing up or whatever. Maybe it was two alphas. Maybe it was you and your father, you and your mother. I don't know what it was, but it was like you got like exiled, or you were the black sheep or something, and you were put out on your own, and you went out, you climbed the mountain, and you found yourself. You found your illumination, you found your enlightenment, you found who you were. And you understood, and you became something greater than you ever thought possible, that anyone ever thought or could imagine you'd have or be or create, okay? You found yourself. Wow. You found yourself. It was like you were given an impossible task, and you did it, you overcame it, and you found who you were. You found who you were at the core of it all, behind it all. And you use that, and you're like an animal. You go after whatever it is that you receive, that you want, that you desire, that you see, that you visualize. You're like, I'm having this. This is me. Okay, I'm going to read this one out of the book for you. I think there's a special message in there, and I've never read that one. So I think it's extra special just for you. X-I-X. There we go. The animal. Vital, elemental, alive dances. The beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. I love doing all those things, by the way. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha came enlightened, he roared like a great lion. Oh, I love this. I think you understand that, and I think this aspect of you has driven you up the mountain to your enlightenment, to your illumination. It's like through the animal you find you know, you find the spirit, you find the elemental, but the animal helps you go through life, right? And it's such a key part. I mean, I love all of those things, right? I think that connects us with the earth. It makes us feel grounded and human and connected, right? So I think using these things helps you accomplish what you came here to do, and allowed you to find yourself, allowed you to find your stardom, your illumination, your enlightenment. You have the Nine of Cups 3 times, you guys. You are living a life of your dreams that is relaxed, okay? That is plentiful, that is joyful. And it's like, you don't have to work hard all your life. It's like you work hard to get to yourself to a certain place, but then you're chilling, okay? Wow. Through your hard work, through your patience, through all of these phases of the moon, you overcome and you live your life of luxury, of a dream, okay, of fulfillment, of total heart fulfillment, where you're like, I did it. I've put in the work. I really, you know, day in and day out, I made myself better. I made this thing better. I put in all that I could, and I'm now receiving and get to live in that peace of my dream, in the abundance of that dream, in the recognition of a hard work done, of, you know, a dream come true, right? Where you are looked at as someone who really did it, and they really accomplished. They came from nothing. They started at the bottom, and look where you are now. You're here, baby. You're in the 9, right? You get to live a very relaxed, chill, independent, peaceful life because of all of the work that you've put in, all the patience you've had, and all the determination that you've had. So wonderful. Good for you, pile 1. I absolutely loved this reading. It was phenomenal. You're phenomenal. Yeah, this is your Akashic records, and I hope it gave you some kind of confirmation to your life. Let me know in the comments, you know, where you're at with this. Love to know. And please let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation or have an energy healing, you can book that down in the description box with me. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile number 1. All of my love. Peace. Hey, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is your Akashic records. Sneak peek, little peek in. See what's there. So I have all of your decks beside me that Spirit picked out for your reading today. We're just gonna give the deck that you chose a shuffle, pull some cards out of here, and then we'll get the rest of your cards and continue. Okay, any more? Nope, that's it. Okay. You have Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. Holy shit. Awesome. Okay, I kind of want to read this out of the book, get the energy juiced up, okay, get you a little message. All right, it says the power of community, being safe and secure, allowing help. There are times when you need positive reinforcement from others. Perhaps your journey has made you tired just before reaching the proverbial finish line where your friends await to cheer your arrival. Know this, you are not alone, regardless of whether you think you are. People gather around to help with your next step as you bring it forth from the cosmos into the beauty of life. There has never been another you before, and you have a unique relationship with your friends, family, communities, and all those who gather to help you in the unseen realms. Now is the time to allow assistance from others. Ask for it and trust that you will receive it. You are safe and secure right now in this moment, truly supported in your beautiful, amazing, complicated life. You are heard by angels, witnessed by the divine, and loved, yes, loved, now, and always by life itself. Whether your query, you will find the help you need to achieve what you desire, and you will not have to do this alone. Count on it. All right. With that being said, I'm going to start shuffling here. I feel like in your life, there are probably times in which you feel or have felt very alone. Okay, but I think this card is telling you here that there's some point in your life that you get connected with your real soul tribe, your soul group, your community, and you finally, I think, feel like you belong. Yeah, because the mushrooms are all connected down underneath. And I think you have so much spiritual help and guidance and support that they want you to know, like, we've never left your side. We have always been here. We've always been so connected, you know, helping you along the way. And I really do think you're meant to accomplish something really big and beautiful. And I think you felt maybe like a black sheep or like alone for a lot of your life, because you are meant, you are meant to be like to break out of the matrix. It's like you're meant to be like a Neo, right? You're meant to break out of some life or some way, some, you know, past. And so the people who are still in that matrix are going to attack the one who sees through it or is trying to break out of it, right? And it's so, oh my gosh, this is funny. There's almost like, it looks like a little puffball mushroom, the inside, but look, he's got like a little smoke signal coming out of his head. It's like, is anyone else here? Is anyone else feeling this? Is anyone else, you know, doing this work or noticing what I'm noticing, doing what I'm doing? And I think on the other side, you have so many people who are cheering you on and who just support you so much, and they just want you to know how, like, you have like a inner circle that's just incredibly amazing and loving and beautiful. And you're so loved. I think they think you're like super, super cool, and you're doing an amazing job. Okay, we're almost finished here. All right, last deck. All right. There's more. Okay. Okay, let us continue. Achievement, effort plus intention. Beautiful. Healing the heart, power of self-love. Yeah, it's like you really find self-love in this life. And maybe it's because you were yeah, maybe forced to be alone for a lot of your life. This really reminds me of pile 1 a lot. So if you did feel called to, maybe check it out. Impatience. The well, seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to the source, getting to the bottom of things. Nice. Prosperity, wealth, good fortune, success. Express gratitude by supporting others, material possessions. And waiting, that's funny, of impatience and waiting, and it's also blue. Perseverance, take care of the essentials. Restraint, leave well enough alone. Moderation, right timing. Yeah, I really think that in this life, in your life, it's almost like you are forced to go within yourself and dive deep. And that might be out of, just loneliness, out of feeling different, feeling like the connections around you are not quite, they're just not quite vibing. There's something about that. But what it does is that it forces you to create the love that you needed for yourself. And so you end up giving that to yourself, and you really enjoy your own energy. I think a big lesson you're meant to learn is in this lifetime is patience, okay? Is patience and perseverance, effort plus intention. It's like all of these things you are meant to learn how to be patient with life, with yourself, with your gifts, okay, and trust. I think you're here to learn a lot of trust and a lot of faith, and to persevere through maybe difficulties, difficult situations, loneliness, okay. But it was only there. It was like you were separated a little bit so that you would dive deep, so that you would go into the depths of your own soul. Maybe I should cover this. This is, it's dumb to me, but there's little boobs there. I don't know if they can see that. Okay. Okay, but what you're meant to get out of this, okay, you learn great patience and determination, and through your self-love, through you not giving up, okay, not giving up on yourself, you are meant to, I think you're meant to realize divine timing, that everything has its time, and that even the loneliness will leave, and that you are meant to, come into your divine group of people, divine friendships, okay? Yeah, it's like maybe you were given a lot of restraint at some point in your life, maybe monetarily restraints, friendship restraints, or certain, maybe you didn't get the love that you needed. But look, we see the guide here. Guidance always there, right? Guidance always there to try to get you to say, just, maybe slow down, take it slow. You're achieving a lot in your life, big prosperity, big things in your life. And so I think you are meant to say, like, it's not some fast success and some like quick burning success. They wanted to teach you patience and waiting, effort plus intention to achieve something great, right? It's like, it's something very big, very long lasting. And so you had to go super deep. You had to wait a long time, because it was something very big, or it will be something very big. This achievement, this life, okay? And I think it started with self-love. It's like laying the foundation for your success. It started with self-love. It started with, the inside out, that you had to be, good within yourself. You had to be your own, greatest cheerleader, your own best friend, your own mother, your own father, okay? You had to really love, appreciate yourself, create goodness and heal yourself, get to the bottom of things, seek your own truth, seek your own healing, right? And really come into the divine majesty and power that you are. And then you achieve your prosperity, and then you achieve your abundance and huge achievements in your life. Okay. We have the Lovers. I'm going to move our little stone here. The Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, I'm going to just read these 3 messages here. Yeah. This to me is all self-love and self-reflection. And yes, this could very well then translate into an outer connection, a soulmate, okay? But it starts with you, and I really think that you were given almost restriction in your life, whether that be from love, connection, parental love, monetarily restrictive, so that you would dive into the depths of you, of your heart, of your truth, okay? So that you would realize self-love, so that you would realize self as love, okay? So that you would put that first always. And that is the core of your success, and that will be the core of your achievement and the core of your happiness, the core of your life, okay? You are meant to come into divine balance, divine achievement, divine love within yourself, within all of you. Accept the light and the dark, accept the weird, the strange, and the beautiful and the loving, okay? And see it all as you, see it all as love, and hold that love and give that love, share that love, okay? You are meant to reach that well within yourself so that you may share it with the world. And so you were put into a time of isolation or self-reflection for quite a long time, of restriction, of moderation, okay? So that the core of your success would not just be making money or having the success or having achievements, but it would come from loving yourself to such a degree that you attract prosperity, you attract abundance, because you know yourself as love and as abundance, okay? You know yourself as deserving of the Most High, of deserving of the greatest life and and real, honest, true connection, and also prosperity, also wealth and good fortune in your life. And therefore, I do really believe that you find someone to share that with in your life, okay? That is definitely here. 4 of Cups. The Devil. There's that impatience, and that's your cross to bear. Okay, that was your cross to bear on this life, Queen of Wands. It's like your main lesson was learning how to deal with learning patience and learning not to turn to negative influences or addiction or whatever it was when you get bored or impatient with the process. Right? You're like, oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, well, I'm just going to go eat now, or I'm just going to go drink my sorrows away or my boredoms away. I'm going to go, do something that is not good for me, whatever that may be. Okay, whether it's, sex, partying, gambling, everyone's got something, right? And you really, really learned to, instead of do that and put yourself into a deeper hole, right? You channeled it into your creativity. You channel, and everyone's going to be different at what stage they're at with this. So, plug it in where it fits. But you, instead of turning to negative influences, and you learn this, it's not like you might not get it right away, right? You might have to take a couple trials of, oh my gosh, I feel bored, I feel discontent with my life or with what's happening or with the progress that I'm making, and so I turn to sex, or I turn to partying, or I turn to drugs, I turn to gambling, I turn to something that is a negative channel of my creativity, okay, of my life force energy. But you are meant to learn how to channel that into positive ways that make you beautiful, that make you creative, that make you successful, that make you you know, well known, that make you stand out, that make you very powerful in your creativity, in your word, in your work, okay, in your person, as who you are. You are meant to realize yourself as this powerful creative force, okay, and you are meant to channel all of that creativity into something very positive for yourself, very beneficial, very successful for yourself. But I think your main lesson in your life is to learn patience, learn the flow, and learn to direct your energy into creativity instead of negativity, instead of picking fights, instead of, you know, criticizing. I don't know, whatever it is, right? That is definitely here for you to learn during your lifetime. The creator, look at that. So you are a super powerful creator. You are the creator. You are someone who's going to be very successful in their creative pursuits. Okay, you're going to stand out. You're going to shine. And like we said, you were meant to learn how to funnel this creative juice, this sacral energy, out of negativity, out of deception, out of impulses, and channel it into like a million, whatever it is, side hustles, right? Your prosperity, your career, your own business, your artwork, whatever, you know, whatever your thing is. You have this beautiful creative power, and you see something, you see life, and you see your own, you know, your own story, your own way of seeing things is very unique to you, and you're meant to stand out for that. You're meant to be seen and have a lot of wealth in your life for your creations, for however that, you know, manifests in your life. We have the Six of Swords with the burden. We have the Five of Swords with clinging to the past. Yeah, you're meant to come out of the past. You're meant to transition away from okay, this is giving me I think at some point in your life, it's almost like you're a people pleaser, or you let the opinions of others kind of affect or drown out your own passions or your own opinions or your own life. And you're meant to walk away from this at some point in your life. You're meant to walk away from letting others kind of dictate your life, or letting, you know, your own goals or aspirations, you know, be put on the side burner just because you want to please somebody in your life, or you want to help somebody in your life. I think at some point you just get so tired and fed up, and you break away from this all. It's like there's comes a point where you're just so, you drop it all. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. You break away from the past. You might leave a hometown behind. You might leave, you know, a whole set of people behind. But your past is a burden on you. Your past has been, will be a burden on you. Okay, maybe past people, their judgments of you, how they see you, because maybe they see you one type of way, but now then you change and you're different. And you are meant to walk away. You are meant to leave the voices and the opinions and the judgments behind. Okay, because these people may be taking advantage of you, or, you know, not appreciating you, not seeing you. And maybe your own aspirations are on the, you know, bottom of the list because you got to help out other people, or they feel you feel obligated to them in one way or another. The Devil again. Wow. You are meant to overcome the devil, that's for sure. Two of Cups. Four of Swords. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my drink. I think that at some point in your life, you and somebody else get together, okay? Your soulmate. We saw it with the lovers as well. I think you are meant to have a soulmate connection in your life, okay? Someone who joins you in your life, and I think you guys do a lot of healing work together, okay? You overcome a lot of your own demons or devils, lower vibrational natures, okay, together. And you help each other, you know, become great mirrors for the other and help free each other, okay? I think at some point in this connection, it's going to seem really hard and toxic at times, because it's like a lot of our own things are being brought up and having to be cleared. You know, we're having to face a lot of our own darkness through the other person, and vice versa, right? So it's going to look pretty crazy and messy at times, and it's going to be really hard, and it might feel like we're facing, you know, our own hellish little reality for a bit. But then we're meant to come into peace, okay? We are meant to come into a very peaceful existence together, a very peaceful time. It's like we are meant to clear this out, and we do. And then we get to live in peace. We get to live in harmony and in yeah, I just want to say solitude, like a very peaceful existence together, that feels really, really good, that we have cleared all of our past, all of the darkness, all of the, you know, the conditionings or the fears that were there, or our addictions that were there, right? And so we help each other get through those things, and then we get to live this life of peace, and joy and just love, and it just feels, oh, so much. It's calm and it's nice. We get to live in a peaceful existence together, and away from, and maybe this is moving out of a, like, just coming to mind, like a very, you know, hedonistic town like Vegas or something. Like, what if, you know, sometimes maybe let's say you guys met or you grew up in Vegas or something, and there's just a lot of this kind of energy happening where it's a lot of looseness, a lot of openness in certain ways, a lot of, maybe, you know, a lot of people go to, there's gambling, there's addictions, there's drinking, there's prostitution, right? It's like there's certain areas that are very prevalent, right? So maybe it was our environment. Maybe it was just like our parents were really dark, and we had to heal a lot from that, right? So there's going to be a lot of different situations for people, but we move out of that, we heal from that together, and then we move into a very peaceful time, a peaceful place within our relationship and within ourselves, within our own minds. The High Priestess, the Chariot, the Six of Wands, the Hierophant. Yeah, we see it again. Divine counterparts again. High Priestess and the Hierophant. And Temperance. And we see the couple again. Okay. You are meant to come into divine union and come into touch with your higher self. You will be guided, okay? And you will, I think, move away from a lot of things in your life once you become very connected to your higher self and your intuition. I think that's going to move you into a space of recognition, of success, of victory. It's like you overcome a lot. You might have to let go of a lot. You might have to move, okay? Maybe a big move in your life, a moving away. Yeah, you might have to move homes. Yeah, there's like big shift that happens in your life once you get connected with your spirituality, or once you truly come into that union with your divine self and your divine path. okay? And it leads you to your victory. It leads you to an overcoming. And I am going to say, I do see divine counterparts here, two very spiritual people who are on that path together, who are masters of that path. But if that, you know, that may or may not resonate with everyone, I also see you becoming very, very masterful and being someone of great stature, but great wisdom that people can come to and ask for advice, ask for guidance on certain things, certain subjects. It might be, you might be a spiritual healer. You might be someone who's in the spiritual realm, and you don't have to be. This person's working with, you know, like medicines, herbs, that kind of thing. It could be a number of different things, but you are someone that people can trust and come to for advice, for wisdom on a certain subject. Okay, I don't even know if you're aware of this or not, but you provide healing for people on some kind of level in your life, where you become like a pillar of health, of someone that people can come to and be like, look, I need your advice on this, or I need help on this, I'm looking for this, and I know you're an expert, or I know you're, you know, very knowledgeable in this area. So you're very trusted. You're a very trusted member of a community. Okay. Yeah, you bring a lot of healing to people. You, and for this is for those who do resonate with a partnership, it's like you and your partnership come into a very healthy balance, right? Where you're giving to each other, where life just feels good. It feels balanced, right? We feel happy. We feel like we're living in our purpose, that we're really accomplished so much, and that we're truly, truly satisfied. We're truly happy. Our past has been cleared away, and now we get to live in our light, in our victory, in our success, in our happiness, and in just like straight up peace. Honestly, it's like you're meant to alchemize the past into beauty and independence and peace for yourself, where you're being fulfilled, where you're living in a purpose. You're, you know, always attached with your higher self in the guidance that they give you, and you listen to it, and it leads you to a lot of joy and fulfillment in your life, a lot of victory in your life. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see your one card here. Yeah, Two of Swords. So this tells me that at some point in your life, you walk away from something, someone, a certain part of your life, you know, certain people in your life, perhaps. It's like you take the blindfold off and you're like, I'm not, it's like you decide to choose your happiness and to choose yourself, or to choose your family, your relationship, to choose your success. And you're like, I'm out of here. I'm not wearing this blindfold anymore. I'm not being like complacent and putting myself last. I'm really putting myself first here, and I'm going for my life. I'm going after what I want. I'm going after my happiness. I'm going to create my life, create my happiness, my beauty, my love, the thing that I want to see in my life, the thing that I want to become and have. Because I think you realize, you come into self-love, you come into union with your higher self, with your highest path, and then you have to follow it. You have to walk away from something. We have Fox. Yeah, it's like you, at some point in your life too, I think family becomes very, very important for you. I think like more traditional values, maybe at certain levels. You become a very wise teacher, a leader in some manner, whether that's like in your family and your career, or either or, okay? But you become someone who's very knowledgeable, very charismatic, very fun, but also someone people really listen to and take their word seriously. And I think your value system and your principles are just something people really respect. Starfish. And I think you're meant to stand out. You're meant to be well known and have some kind of recognition for the work that you do. Okay? You are meant to stand out and shine. Octopus. Fire ant. and shark. I think many people are going to flock to you. Okay, they're just like, you're going to shine you're going to stick out like a sore thumb at a certain time of your life in a good way. You're just going to shine. People are going to know you from all over the world, or, you know, be attracted to what you have to offer or what you give. And it's because you have such a way about you. You have experienced such depths and darkness within yourself. So you have such a deep understanding. And I think you deliver things in a way that people like, that kind of cuts through the bullshit. It's very honest. It's very clear cut. It's not wishy-washy. It's not like too far off. It's like people can really digest it. And they're like, I like the delivery. I like how they say this. I like how they do this. I like how they portray their work, or I like how they, you know, explain this, whatever it is. It's like, you're almost like this super, super intelligent, adaptable person. And it makes a lot of different people from different parts of the world, or just a lot of different people, become attracted to you and listen to you and like you and appreciate you for what it is you do, because you really can adapt to different environments, and you have such an intelligence that connects and clicks with a lot of people. And yeah, I think you're very much something. It's like you're a medicine that people need, and sometimes it's not always the most pleasant, but I think you're okay with being upfront and honest and clear cut, and it's like not always pretty, but it's what you need, right? It's like Buckley's, okay? I don't want to give the fucking Buckley's logo or slogan right now, but it works, okay? It doesn't taste good, but it works. There it is. Okay, it tastes like shit sometimes. It's hard pill to swallow, but it works, okay? It's like the herbal medicine. Sometimes it's like oil of oregano. If anyone's ever tasted that, okay, it is terrible, but it works, okay? It is something that is super, super valuable, okay, to have as part of your, you know, your little health kit. It's not always the easiest thing to say or to put it out there, but it's a truth that needs to be heard, or it's a, you know, it's something that needs to be said. It's something that needs to be given. It works. Okay. And so there are people out there who are like, I dig this. Okay. I dig your delivery. I dig how you do it. I dig, you know, your methods, whatever it is. Okay. And that's going to give you a lot of recognition, a lot of success, and a lot of like joy and peace and fulfillment in your life. Okay, pile 2. So that was your reading today, and what an amazing, cool reading. I loved it. So cool. Let me know in the comments if you also enjoyed it, if you got something valuable out of your reading today. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation or have an energy healing with me, you can do so down in the description box. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your Akashic record. Little sneak peek in. If you guys chose this deck, I have all of your decks picked out that Spirit picked out for you just beside me. So we're just going to grab a card or cards from this pile, and then we'll get the rest of your cards picked out. More. Okay, gonna grab more. No, that's it. Okay. All right, so you have communication. Use your powers of communication to win over others. Convey your thoughts through empathy and articulation. Your voice has to be heard because the matter commands attention. Patient and skillful communication is needed at this time, and you have change of direction. Change is necessary and inevitable at this point, and it is in your favor. Excuse me, your intuition has been alerting you to that change in your approach and outlook must occur. That change in your approach and outlook must occur. Now is the time to act. Make your move. Okay? All right. So we're just going to shuffle the other decks, get out your full message. Yeah, I really do feel like for a lot of you, you might use your voice as your, you know, as a tool for your purpose in this lifetime in one way or another. It might not be, you know, actually speaking, but it could be through your artwork or something. Your interpretation is important. But I think you also in your life, you have a big change. You have something more. My goodness. It's like you have a big shift in your life, maybe a change in living situation, in homes, in the direction of your life, the direction of your gifts. I do name the decks that I'm using down in the description box. This one is one that I created called the Matchbox Tarot. It is for sale down below. And shipping is included in that price. It's like maybe you change your style of communication or your style of what it is you do or how it is you do it. It's like maybe you learn something new or you have an experience that changes you. But we'll let the cards do the talking. A lot of cards here. Pile number 3. This is the last deck. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so you have perception. Bittersweet. Joy. Beautiful. Okay. Hostilities, conflict, unrest. Duality, many meanings, misunderstanding. Building your world, creation, expansion, networking. 33. Opening heart, deep connections, water blessings. 11. River of blessings, releasing constraints. Hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. Okay, we got one more. Can we fit it? We have divine feminine, magnetic receptive power. Okay, so pile number 3. I think you have a very unique way of perceiving things in the world and perceiving life. Okay, which makes you very unique and very beautiful. Okay, we have the butterflies flying all around her. I think you also aren't afraid of changing your direction, changing your mind, changing your perception. Okay, with, you know, certain evidence that gets brought to you, or certain things that come into your life, or experiences that come into your life. Okay, which make you a very joyful and happy person. That makes you are going to experience a lot of blessings and a lot of joy in your life. But it also comes with, it's a bittersweetness, because it might come with leaving certain relationships behind, certain places behind in your life. It also might come with a lot of people disagreeing with you. It's bittersweet. It's like I feel like you drop a lot of people in your life, but you also meet a lot of new people in your life. Okay. Yeah, you hostilities, conflict, unrest, duality. It's almost like you can't help but seeing two sides of every situation, and so you almost don't take sides. You can easily, it's like flow between, like, in the world, and you can easily change your mind, change your direction. You're very mutable, and that's going to maybe cause a lot of conflict as well in your life, but as well as a lot of joy. Okay, you see, there are many meanings to everything. That there are many ways to look at the world, at certain situations, at certain problems. Okay, and I think you're a very good communicator of this in one way or another, however it is you do that. And I think it's because you have such an open heart. You are so open, all right? You are such an open person that you can literally create, you know, friendships that most people would never be able to create. You could, you know, talk to more people than anyone has ever seen, or like, it's like you're just someone who can create relationships or communicate with just about anybody, because you can understand them. Your heart is so open. You're willing to go into their world and see what's there. It's like you almost hold no walls or no doorways. It's like every door is open. Every door I will entertain. I will open it up. I will communicate with you. I will, you know, we can converse. And yeah, I think you have these like extrasensory perceptions. You have a lot of keen you're very intuitive, you're very connected to your emotional and your feminine power, which is like the deeply intuitive parts of you. It's like you can almost sense out a situation before it even occurs, or a human being before it occurs, but it also makes you, it's like you don't close the door though, but it helps you navigate a conversation, or it helps you navigate a situation very, very intelligently without even, maybe knowing why. Or emotionally, you can just, you can open up to anyone and you can navigate, you can navigate the world in a very unique way, in a very perceptive manner. And like what's going on, it's like you can kind of just get to the bottom of it right away. You're like, oh, okay, this is that, and whatever, it's cool, right? This helps you expand. This helps your networking, your level of communication, and your openness to communicate, your openness to understand both sides of anything and all sides of anything, and kind of being so open, right? It really helps your network expand and your creation. And also your mastery. It's like, this is what you're here to master. It's almost like you are an Akashic record collector. It's like you're here to just kind of collect information and then kind of speak on what you collect, or express, all of these pieces that you collect, because you're so open and out there. It's so funny. I love it. You are meant to release a lot of constraints. You are meant to live a very blessed life. And I think a lot of people might try to constrain you because you're so open and out there. So everyone wants to put you in a box, or everyone wants you to take a side, but it's like, you're like, I really don't. I really don't, I can't say this is my belief, or this is my, side, or this is this is it. It's like you're so not contained or hardened in anything. You're so not convinced of any one thing, right? Except for like being open and communicating with everybody, right? And you might be a very good advocate at certain things for, for people, or for things that seem unfair, for things that seem, unjust. I don't think these two things are not like, they don't fight against each other. I think you can easily see like this could be unfair. I can see how that's unfair, but then I can also understand where that person's coming from. Like I can also understand the background they had to get them there. You know what I mean? So it's this extremely perceptive understanding, openness, but also it's like I can see how this is going to create a problem. I can see how, this is unfair to a certain group of people. So it is bittersweet to see both sides. But it is going to bring you a lot of joy and blessings in your life, a lot of great connections, a lot of great, abundance and prosperity, and a lot of excitement, a lot of movement possibly as well. All right, let's continue. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords with science, sorry. You have the Four of Cups with luxury. Okay, I almost want to, I've been kind of doing this today. I just want to read. Okay, so the Six of Swords is like a transitionary card. So you are meant to come, I think, out of a time of being so distracted, but you are meant to live a life of luxury. But I also think you're meant to come out of a time of boredom and discontentment. Okay, and you're meant to live more heart-based. It's almost like you have an awakening of the heart that kind of lifts you out of dullness of your life, out of maybe being subdued, or this is like, reminds me of like having an awakening of Mercury, of your voice, okay, of your heart. And it's like before you were kind of like distracted, you were asleep. This reminds me of like being asleep, right? These two guys are watching TV. One's on their phone. They got milk and cookies, very comfort zone, very like subdued, right? Like this could be their mother's house, right? It's like at one point you go from asleep to awake. It's like there's a transition of the heart. There's a change, a transformation of the heart that wakens you up, and you completely change your direction, or you change your way, the way you see the world. You change the way you speak and communicate, or yeah, your thoughts. It's like it's almost like at some point you just wake up out of the sleep, out of the distraction, and into the heart space, into the openness. And maybe, yeah, maybe you were closed off, and then one day you have some kind of awakening, and you can't stay silent anymore. You see something now, you see something differently, and you can't stay silent. You can't not speak up, or you can't not, go out and explore and change your life. We have the Empress. 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. 5 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. And the Chariot. Well, you are meant to live, definitely. This is very feminine energy with the Empress especially, and creativity. So you are meant to live a very comfortable and independently wealthy, a very comfortable lifestyle, a very luxurious lifestyle. I think you really come into your feminine, your magnetic power, where you pull in your wealth. Okay, you do something really positive with your perception, with your powers of communication. Maybe, meeting a lot of people, making a lot of connections. Okay, or you create something in your life that makes you a lot of wealth and comfortability in your life. Okay, and this might be, maybe you end up having to go into conflict with a lot of people because they disagree with your life or your lifestyle, the way that you do things, the way that you communicate, the way you perceive. Okay. We got 777s here, 777. So you are definitely meant to connect to your spiritual purpose. And it's like a lot of people are going to fight you on it, I think. A lot of people are going to come up against you and try to take you on, or say, you're not right for doing this. And it's like, I don't think you just back down. I think you can see two sides of the argument, but you're like, I'm willing to step in here and say my piece and say what I think. Like, I'm not afraid, just because I see both sides. I'm not afraid to argue my point or to say my opinion here. It's just, I don't hold on to any, and I can see your point, but I do see that there's something deeper here that that needs looked at, or needs deeper. Yeah. It does remind me of being a comedian, let's say, right? You say your opinion, you say your piece, which is, you make a joke out of it. And people are going to say you're wrong, say that's offensive, or, how dare you, you can't say that. But you go, I have a right to say it. And, I can play both sides, but you can't always make everyone happy, right? And yeah, so I see that, and I see that in your life, it's almost like, I don't know if it takes you a long time to get to the ripeness, or get to the wealth in your life. It's almost like you have to wear many hats, try out many different things. I think you're someone who changes direction a lot, or you change, or will change your almost jobs a lot, or your style of something a lot. And it almost takes you a while in your life. You have to have a lot of patience with yourself to ripen, to get to the point where you're like, okay, now I'm good, or this is me, this is my flavor, this is my type, this is my thing. And then you have a lot of success, and then maybe you travel for work, or there's a lot of movement here, a lot of change, a lot of changing of direction or changing of opinion. Yeah, you change your home, you change your place of work often. But this is going to give you success. And we have the hunter. Yeah, it's like you're always on the move. You're always on the move for maybe a new environment, so that you can, you know, I think you're very thirsty for life. You have like a big thirst for knowledge, and you're like a seeker. And you have something that pulls you all the time. The light is always pulling you, you know, seeing a different perspective, seeing a new place, talking to new people. It's like you have this like hunger for movement. And so, and that takes you, and it's like you change a lot, whether that be location or your mind or your career or your style or whatever it is. There's a lot of change here. Yeah, Knight of Cups. 7 of Pentacles again. And the Queen of Wands. You're very, very good at self-reflecting. It's like you're very good at seeing what's not useful anymore. Like what opinions or what things that I'm holding on to, what's not useful for me anymore. What can I trim? What can I let go of in my life? You know, I think you're someone who's always observing yourself, observing life. And you're always making yourself better. You're always seeing, okay, where can I let go? Or where can I change that'll make my life better? Or that will make my life fuller? That will make me, you know, closer to my true sense of self, right? What can I trim off? Where's the fat that I can trim? And this makes you glow. This makes you a true creator. It's like you have a very, very, powerful draw to you. You have something about you that's like nuisance. Is that the thing? I don't know. I'm like, that came to me, but I've never used that before. Let me know if you know what that means. It's like you have a taste, you have a flavor that is so unique, and I think you have a way about you that is so eye-catching, that is so pulls people in, that you pull in just beautiful and I think unique experiences that most people don't get to experience in their lives. And I think it's just because you're constantly searching and seeking for more light, for more creativity, for a different view, a different perspective. And it just adds to your colors, and it adds, and I think you share your thoughts and you share your beauty, you share your creations. Excuse me, I'm just going to drink. And it's like you're constantly making them new and making them fresh. And it makes you, very beautiful to look at and be with. Cosmic Egg. This is the very last card in this deck. This is like pure potential. This is you and your life. It's almost like no one can box you in. No one can say, this is you. This is like your life. It's just, you're constantly transforming. You're constantly filled with potential and open to that potential. And look, we have the Horse again. So much movement. You're just open. You're open to life. You're truly free. I think you're meant to reach true freedom. No one can box you in. You're just this like ever-evolving, colorful person who's just free. They're free to go where they want and free to run, free to roam. And you're just like open to life, and you just love life, and you want to soak it in as much as possible. We have the High Priestess going into the Empress. It's like, you will be born so many times in your life. It's like this is that change as well. It's like you come out of a really dark time in your life into love, into brightness, into the sun, into joy. Okay, it's like you are truly meant to be reborn or have a huge creation in your life. Okay, it's like there's butterflies everywhere. It's a sign of transformation. I think you are meant to almost transform, have two different lives in your life. It's like you become born into someone new, someone different. You have the Chariot again. There's just so much movement. Okay, big, look, 8 of Cups, movement. Change, and you had the change of direction card. It's like, that's your thing. 2 of Wands. You're always looking forward, and you're never afraid to change. You're never afraid to let go and to move on. I think a lot of you are going to be, yeah, have a big move or multiple moves, or you move for your job, you travel a lot. It's like you're so unattached. You're okay with letting go. You're okay with changing. You're a seeker at heart. You are a seeker at heart, and you're always willing to say, I'm always willing to sacrifice what I've already, it's like I come to a place, I know it, I meet the people, or it's like I do something and I do it well and I overcome, and then I'm moving on. It's like I'm always looking for the next thing, but in a very positive way. I'm always looking to expand my mind, expand my knowledge, right? Expand myself and seek and discover and explore new areas of life, new areas of the world, right? Talking to new people, getting a new, perspective on things. So cool. 9 of Wands. 9 of Swords. The Fool. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Laziness. Momentum. Yeah, sorry, I didn't really read those. And then we have Justice with Breakthrough. This is beautiful. It exactly shows your life path right here. This is such a beautiful reflection of your life path. It's like the first half of your life, it starts with you feeling really heavy and maybe a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking. Maybe you feel very bunged down in where you are, the people you're around, you're not seen, you're not able to express yourself. You feel alone, you feel isolated, you feel sorrowful, exhausted, right? Maybe you're in a certain place that is very machine-like, very robotic, okay? And then you have an awakening, you have a breakthrough, you break out, you have this new beginning. And after that, it's like you're on the move. You're so present and you love being present. And it's like you have this great awakening out of the past, out of this old self, right? This nihilistic kind of viewpoint. And then you open up to life, and then that's it. And then you're just going moment to moment after that. You're just being present. You're here. You start, you live truly in your dreams and in a relaxed state where you're like, I'm never going back there, right? I'm living my life in the best way possible, in a way that feels good to me. And I'm not going to overwork myself. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm really going to do things my way and in a way that feels good and relaxed and peaceful. And this is my justice. This is my breakthrough. And I think you're meant to have a huge breakthrough in your life of success and joy, where you truly, truly get to live out your dream, live out your purpose, live in a very beautiful, heart-opening way. Yeah, and it's like, I feel like all things come into balance, and you just feel so grateful to life that this gets to be your life. You get to live this life, right? You're like, I feel like I've won, right? Knight of Cups again. The Star. 2 of Wands again. Death. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you may be very well known at one point in your life. You may have a lot of people supporting you, a lot of people, seeing you, appreciating you. You shine, you stand out. And again, we have a lot of travel here. So you might have a partner with you, someone who wants to do this with you, who gives you their cup, okay, who offers their love. And yeah, I see that again here. So that might be for some people. And then it's like you're meant to leave things behind and go travel the world, go explore new lands, new places, new things. Okay. But you're meant to stand out. You're meant to be a star in some way or another. You're meant to be seen. Okay. And your life is going to transform. It might even change at one other time in your life where you start to settle down a little more. You actually pick a place to get settled, to have a more stable and secure life where maybe you get a little bit older and you want to settle down, and it's like, and the wealth is there and you just want to build your wealth or have a house or a piece of land or something. It's like you find your place, and which you're like, okay, this is the place that I want to settle. This is the place I want to live. I want to do my thing. But you're always just changing, and one day you will change to say, I am stable, I am secure, and then you might settle down in one area of your life. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Emperor, 4 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Yeah, I think you're gonna live and lead a very fulfilling life. Yeah, it's like, again with the 7 of Cups, again with a lot of changing of direction, changing of the hats. We have all these different careers here this person's dreaming of. And I think you might go through a lot of things in your life. You might try out a lot of different things, but I think you really do settle upon, one thing, or use your communication skills in certain ways, like create your own business with the Emperor. You become a leader, or a teacher, or you start your own business. It's like you really do find your community, find your people. You have a lot of progress, and I think you create a lot of joy in your life. But I also get the feeling that you do almost like settle down. You find something that you really love, and you stick to it, and that's your thing. And you're really at peace with this, and you're really loving it, and you're enjoying the settling down. You're enjoying, focusing on the one thing, focusing on this career or this thing that you've created from, gaining all of this experience in all of these different areas. It's like you take a piece of every experience you've had and you create your own thing with it. You create your own business with it, or your own work of art, or whatever this is. And yeah, and it's like you really live a very joyous life with a lot of beautiful different people and connections. And it's just like, yeah, it's like a whirlwind of love and appreciation and friendship. But then it's like, but also a groundedness. It becomes very grounded and focused and peaceful and joyful. Wow, that is a lot. I mean, this is like, it's like, I hope, yeah, let me know if this resonated for you guys. It's beautiful. It's just, everyone is just so layered, right? It's like, I feel like I just channeled a whole life story. So, I mean, it's going to be different how this resonates with everyone, but let me know how it resonated for you in the comment section, in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. If you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me or an energy healing with me. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one, pile number 3. All of my love. Peace.